Hi Pisces and welcome back to my channel. My name's Astrid Stars. If you're new, a nice warm welcome to you. This is September's love reading. I'm going to be using Gilded Tarot, Romance Angels, and I've pulled you 2 advice and guidance cards, which are Nature's Whispers and messages from your angels, okay? Just like to say a big thanks for all my subscribes, my likes, my shares, my donations. Some people have given me donations and I'm pretty overwhelmed by that. That's really nice. I really appreciate it. It's a lot of work to do readings, and sometimes if you don't do it, you're not a reader yourself. You don't always get that. But it is quite mentally draining once you've done about 12 readings. So I appreciate you donating to my channel. That's really nice. I would also like to say, if you're interested, this resonates, this is a general reading, so if you are interested in getting your own reading, all my details are in the description box, and obviously that is going to be more detailed to your situation, okay, and it will be longer than a general one. Okay, let's get started. So your overall feel for your Gilded Tarot is the Strength card. So this is telling me this September, this month, you're going to have to dig deep, Pisces, for, your inner strength, okay? You need your inner strength here to get through this month, but you are strong, and, you do have that inner strength that you can pull upon, okay, but you're going to need it. So you've been warned. Codependency, okay, this is telling me the situation, the overall feeling is someone is maybe dependent upon you too much. If you're in a relationship, this is for relationship or singles, so, or people, in the midst of breakups, someone is dependent on you too much, or you're dependent on them. This can be any kind of addiction, from drink, drugs, sex, shopping, money, anything like that, okay? But sometimes it does talk of one person being more reliant on the other. So it says addictions are affecting your romantic life, okay? So let's get started. The first card you've got is the High Priestess. We can see it here, it's a beautiful card. Alright, and there's a moon in this card, and straight away that tells me that, some secrets have come out, something that you didn't know has come to light, and you are highly intuitive. You are the most intuitive psychic sign of the zodiac, Pisces. And I probably say this every time, but I do like Pisces. I get on great with Pisces. I don't know what it is. I seem to have a real pull for a Pisces, especially if it's a male. I think in my relationships or potential love partners, I think everyone that's had the strongest impact on me as a Taurus has to be a Pisces. Alright, you're so in tune with yourself, you can pick up on others, your intuition is really high, and at the moment it's saying, your intuition is peaked, okay, in September. Maybe this secret that's come out or something that's happened, you've had a sixth sense about this, you kind of knew it, but maybe you were denying it to yourself, which you should never do, Pisces, because half the time you're probably going to be right if it's coming from your gut. So just be aware of that, okay? So you've maybe realised you've had a feeling about something and it's come to light, or it's going to come to light. So the next card you got is beautiful. It's called Worth Waiting For. This is just saying to me, you've got the strength, your intuition's high, and maybe something that's happened, or you've met someone previously, and that situation's worth the wait. Maybe you're not in a situation at the moment where you can do anything about it. Maybe you're in a relationship, you're married, you've got dependents, people relying on you, a family, and maybe you're just in that family situation and you can't feel that you can't move forward because everybody depends upon you, okay? Maybe something's happened, there's maybe been some sort of cheating behaviour or deception or some sort of secret that's come to light, and now that you're going to need this inner strength to get through this, okay? It's not going to be easy, but if anyone can do it, it will be you. You've just not to get carried away with dreaming or your dreams. You need to kind of keep in the reality of the situation. I know that you have a tendency not to do that, okay? But in the long run, the situation is going to be worth waiting for. It says divine timing is at work in your love life, okay? So, you know, the universe has heard what you've put out there or seen your situation, and they're trying to, you know, help you move to a better position. The next card you've got is playfulness, okay? And it's saying to recapture romance, so to go back to romantic feelings, maybe the person that you've met or you're married to. It's saying allow your inner youthful spirit to shine, okay? So you've got to, you are quite childlike anyway, okay? You can have good banter, you have got a good sense of humour, Pisces. So it's saying go back to that, go back to that sort of to and fro with the banter and the crack and just have a laugh, alright? So be quite light-hearted about the whole situation and try and be kind of youthful about it. Now the next card we've got, oh, these cards are a nightmare, right, to turn over, is justice. Okay, so you could be dealing with a Libra. This is the Libra sign, okay? You've got the scales. Things are needing to be balanced. There is a lack of balance in the situation at the moment. This also could be a legal situation, so you might be, fighting for custody for kids, visitation rights, things like that. It could be to do with money, it could do with, finance, anything legal, okay, legally binding. And if you can see here, she's got her blindfold on, so things are not as they seem, and you're trying to still keep the balance, okay? And below that is the family healing issues card, okay? So this could be to do if you're going through a breakup, you've got kids that are involved. The situation could be, that you're trying to heal family issues. There's maybe, you're trying to keep things amicable because you've got children, but the relationship's not working and you're going to have to make that break. It could be you're in a relationship with someone and you've had a falling out with their family, or vice versa, your partner's had a falling out with your family, and it could just be trying to resolve that issue, okay? Trying to find the balance with the justice and then trying to heal from that. It's also saying you've got the unrequited love card, which is basically saying there's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. So just from my intuition and what I'm feeling from the cards, it feels like some of you are going through a situation where you're with someone, it's coming to an end, and you're having to seek some sort of professional advice to keep the balance. If you've got children, possessions, you're trying to keep it you're trying to keep there's got to be some sort of compromise if you've got children involved, okay? And you're trying to keep that balance, and it's really difficult, and this is why you're having to draw on all your strength. Now you've maybe been there and you've tried, and at this point I know that Pisces are not willing just to let things go when they're in deep. They want to try again, they're trying to make it work, they're trying to consider everybody else's feelings, because that's what Pisces do. They take on everybody else's emotions, okay? And if you've got kids and a partner but you don't love that person, but you still take on that guilt and that feeling of trying to make it work. But sometimes it's easier just to admit defeat and walk away, because that is not what is worth waiting for, okay? Sometimes things just don't work out, and that's life. So you're going to have to draw on your strength to get through this scenario, because there's just not enough love between the two of you. The next card kind of backs all of that up. It's the Three of Wands, okay? He's turning his back on something. He's got two wands at the back and one in front. He's looking away. He's looking into the future. The ship has sailed. It's left the harbour. It's had its chance, and now you're just turning your back and walking away from the situation and looking to the future. And to get to that point, there's got to be some sort of forgiving and learning, and it's really quite coincidental that this is next to healing family and issues. So I still do feel there's some sort of heavily family situation going on here, okay? And it says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments, okay? So once you've got that situation sorted out, you've turned your back on it, you know, you've got to forgive whatever's happened, learn from the mistakes and move on, Pisces, okay? The next card, it's saying express your love, okay? Because once you've gone through that process, you're going to get to the point where you might meet someone new, you might, there is maybe someone that is worth waiting for, because you did get that card here. And at that point, once you've gone through the forgiving and learning and you turned your back on it because you know there was not enough love to carry on, that you are free then to express your love, okay, because you're not involved with another person. Also, they could be quite dependent upon you, and that could be through finance. It does, or bringing stuff in because they're not dependent upon themselves. And that's a lesson they need to learn, Pisces. Right. When I was shuffling the cards, okay, I got 2 cards and I felt really strongly in it. And all the rest of the signs only got 1. But I don't know why. I felt really drawn that I had to give you both of the cards. So we'll give you the first one, okay. So this is Nature Whispers. These are beautiful cards. Artwork's amazing. Okay, it says higher ground, right? It's telling you now you have to take the higher ground, okay? You've given it a chance. Things maybe haven't worked out. That doesn't mean your relationship's ending. For some of you, it will be. For some of you, something's happened maybe within the family, and it's telling you to take the higher ground now, okay? You've done what you can. There's nothing else more to be done. Once it's resolved, it's saying take the higher grounds. So I feel that's quite relevant to you at the moment, okay? And the next one we got, the second one that came out was potential gateway, okay? And it just tells me now, intuitively from this card, it's telling me you've got to take the higher ground. Yes, express your love for the person is worth waiting for. And this is a potential gateway to love, because we can see in the tree here, the heart's there, and that's the gateway to the heart. So this would be something more rewarding than what you've previously had, okay? Where you can feel love, you can express your love, and it's a genuine situation. The next one you've got is messages from your angels, and it's Shanti. And she says, I am the angel of peace. I bring you new tranquility and a smoother road ahead, okay? And it's really quite freaky that there's 2 lines here. Again, it's telling you have the strength to keep going because you have to now move on. It wasn't working, all right? Or that situation in the relationship wasn't working. And you've had to turn your back on it. And it's saying, to find inner peace, you just need to move on now. There has been rough times, but she is telling you your future is looking a bit smoother. Okay, Pisces, have a great month.